those who have ears to hear, let them listen. So I've been asked about what happens when you fall into temptation. What happens when you're getting tempted and you have those thoughts of temptation, and is it gonna keep you from blessings? And so basically, at first, right, no one knows God. His thoughts and his ways and his plans are a lot bigger than everything, right? So we can pray, and we should always be praying petitionously in every instance, because that's how we communicate with God, right? Like, yes, he always knows what we need, and he always knows all of this, but it makes him happy when we go to him with prayer, right? Um, but so what happens when you sin, right? It breaks way to, you're not letting a demon into your life per se. You're just um temptation. So your thoughts, you never should be feeling guilty about your thoughts necessarily, because lots of the times your thoughts are not your own. That's it's often temptation. It's often the devil and demons that are like telling you to trying to get you to do something about it, right? Because sinning is when we actually take action towards it, and an action can be and should be to pray God. And like, I often pray, God, please sanctify my mind. Like, these thoughts that I'm having are not of you, especially when I'm trying to fall asleep. I'll be panicking, or just whatever, going through the day and trying to say, oh, this should have gone better. This should have gone better. What about this? What happens here? And we don't know, right? And we're not supposed to be worried about that. We're just supposed to be in the present and being grateful to God for what he has done, and grateful to God for what he's going to do, right? But so you don't need to feel bad about your thoughts, but when you do fall into temptation, when you do take action towards that, what happens is um, you place a foothold for the enemy in order to like get at you more, and it's just like more reason for him to get it at your brain, right? And how I like to imagine it is, it's a hook, and it's a hook like in your back, like a meat hook, you know what I mean? And he's got a rope, and he's pulling you back because you're walking down that narrow road. And on that narrow road, the narrow road is littered with blessings, blessings and blessings and blessings, and things that God wants to bring into your life when you're ready for it at the perfect time, you know? And there's so many of them. There's no end to the goodness of God, right? And it doesn't just mean that you have to reach a level to get the goodness, because goodness comes at all the time. Like, atheists have good things from God happen to them, right? Like, there's no such thing as a coincidence. So blessings are always going to happen, but there is bigger things that God wants to reward you with as you walk down that narrow road. And the devil knows that, and the devil knows that once you get those things, that will just light a fire in your belly, right? And it'll make you want to keep running, and be grateful and thankful, and bring him a lot of glory with that gift. And the devil wants no glory to be brought back to God. The devil hates you and wants to kill you, make your life miserable, right? And so basically, he's got all these hooks in your life from when you fall into temptation, all these hooks from the times that you've messed up. And what the blood of the lamb does, it just unhooks all of that, right? And when you ask for forgiveness, and when you're truly repenting and all that, it just unhooks all of it. But when you're walking down the narrow road, and then you fall into temptation, then it's something that he can hold you back from, because he's trying to keep you from going down that narrow road. And then those temptations that can keep you stuck in one area. If you keep on struggling with this one thing, that keeps you stuck, and you don't want to be stuck. You want, as much as the kingdom of heaven has to offer, you want to be bringing back glory. You want to be storing up your inheritance in heaven. Like, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck.